Record high cancellations and filled dealer lots. Is this really what's going on? Well, we're going to talk about what's really going on with dealer lots, and there's a direct correlation with auto prices. So I'm going to just get down to the photos. I can tell you dealer lots are full. More and more so, dealers will actually start getting even more rare models like the Bronco. So hang on a little while. If you still are in an area with Broncos being over MSRP, we're not that far off from Broncos being at MSRP. And I've got Broncos. I've got, well, one sold. So I think we had 5. We're now down to 4. I'm definitely selling Broncos at MSRP. Even rarer ones. I just sold I had reserved it for someone way in advance, but a Heritage Bronco. I sold that at MSRP, and glad to do so. We think of the future, and even if a model's rare, we'd like to sell the vehicle and see the person back for the next 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 vehicles, not just sell them once high and never see them again.
That's true. That's the best way to stay on the market.
This is one of the best Bronco models right here, the Badlands. By the way, for the 2024 changes, all Broncos come with marine grade vinyl or leather. You get the leather in the higher trim model, so the Wild Track, of course. You get it on the Bronco Raptor. And if I recall correctly, you get it on the Outer Banks. And the Outer Banks, no longer cloth available. You're going to get an Outer Banks. And this you can get in leather, but it comes standard with marine grade vinyl. But your Outer Banks is your luxury model, and it finally clearly is now that it starts off with leather, no two-door being available. The Black Diamond's interesting also with its metal rear bumper. But I like the Badlands because you get not just the rear locker, you get a front locker, you get that Sasquatch suspension without paying Sasquatch price. And you get stabilizer bar disconnect, which is so cool if you're off-roading.
Yeah,
now,
I love this feature.
Yes, we got to use it at the Bronco Off-Rodeo in New Hampshire. We highly recommend that everyone does Bronco Off-Rodeo. It helps a lot. So check it out. We had a lot of fun using the stabilizer bar disconnect. I'm so tempted to just get rid of the Lightning and actually get a second Bronco.
This one.
You like that color?
It's available. Yeah, you show me that picture this week.
So, yeah, I sent it to you. I was trying to tempt you. So
it worked.
It worked good. I'm glad.
The only thing I will miss is the electric F-150. Because it's electric, it's nice to doesn't have to pay gas.
That is nice.
But yeah, it's good looking. That Bronco, I really love.
Drove for 2.5 hours today. Actually over almost 3 hours of driving today. Used up not quite three quarters of my charge on my battery. And I didn't have, I didn't have a $60 or $80 bill from driving around today. I had, whatever the charge costs, $8. $8 in our region. So dealer lots are full. Here's an example. Almost every day, every second day, we're getting, I'll zoom in here.
That's a lot.
It's normal that there's vehicles up here. It's normal that there's vehicles, way over, this row here. The double row of vehicles doubling in, this triple dipping is not normal. Dealer lots are full. Currently, as a dealer, we've got $23 million of new vehicles. We're paying interest on those vehicles, depending on the dealer, 7% or higher. We want to move metal. We now rent 2 extra lots. We always used to basically rent 1 extra lot, but vehicles cost more than they ever have. So we're paying as a dealership more, and dealers across the continent are paying, and worldwide are paying more interest than they ever have on vehicles that cost more than they ever have. We're paying the interest on the cost of the vehicle that we pay, but it's not as if there's, a $6,000, $5,500 rebate on F-150s, we don't get that rebate. We pay interest on a higher amount. So we want to move these vehicles. Some brands have a ton of days in inventory, but let's see other examples. You can really see, we've got the front line here. That's normal to have vehicles there. The back, secondary row, and then there's another row. That's normal too. But having when a truck drops these trucks off, we don't even know where to put them anymore. So we're renting 2 lots, and
They are in the middle where normally it's clear so people can drive there.
but Ford's been smart. We need
Wow.
to sell them, but Ford's being smart. They're actually, they had 7.99% on Escape plugins last month. And, we reported it in our last live. Marie, you did a reporting, and what was it? That sales at Ford were down, what was it, 5%?
Yeah, this year. Yeah.
This
5%.
year, for the month only. I think it was for the month. It was from September to October. There was a 5% drop, and Ford does want to stay number 1 in sales.
Yeah, it increased this year. Yeah,
So
so
that-
it was only for the
Just for the month,
of
but
October.
Ford's smart, and they react quickly. They rate off. They dropped the interest rate from 7.99 down to 2.99, meaning it's not that they're making less money on the interest. At 2.99%, that between the normal rate and 2.99, they're paying the difference. So essentially, it's the same as a rebate. They're paying to have a better interest because they want these vehicles selling. You got $5,500 off F-150s. They want to help us move metal because they know as dealers, we're not happy paying interest on $23 million just in new vehicles. It's the most we've ever had, and all dealers are in this situation. Speaking of stabilizer bar disconnect, love getting the Bronco up on its side. Please check out our Bronco off-rodeo video. We'll talk more about that towards the end of the live. Now, here's a Nissan dealership. This Nissan dealership never had this space. You see they've put semi-permanent cement blocks in. That's probably because they might not even be, they either bought or are renting this space. I've never seen this in 20 years. I've never seen vehicles here, and now they need to put those vehicles there. Nissan's in trouble,
Wow.
Ford's in trouble, GM, Dodge, almost everyone on the market except for companies that are sending less vehicles to North America, Toyota and Honda. Toyota production is way up, but they're just not sending very many vehicles to North America because they make more money elsewhere. Well, they haven't publicly said that's the reason they're sending less vehicles to North America, but it's awfully suspicious that their profit margins are less in Canada and US, and then even though production is at record highs, they're sending less vehicles here. So what happens? Dealers continue to abuse when it comes to prices. Not all dealers, some dealers. So this is what's actually going on, folks. Talk about the Maverick if we've got time, but what's really going on is that prices have gone down. Prices must go down, and prices, I don't think, when you've got $5,500 off an F-150, I don't think they're going to double down again. So I'd say now is an excellent time to buy an F-150, but prices are going down on the new and used market. So we'll talk about the used market with some prime examples in a moment. But checked out the new Nautilus. We'll get to that in the live as well. But prices are really, they are coming down, and I had a graph here, but they have to come down. You've got Dodge at 186 days of inventory. So let's go check that out right here, show you the proof, because I'm all about the data. So you've got 186 days. We'll follow the line here. See that? You got Dodge down there. You got Chrysler. You got Ram. These are the brands with the highest number of days in inventory. That means vehicles sitting around that dealers have to pay interest on, that dealers want to get out of their yard unless they're out of their mind. And yes, some dealers are out of their mind and they still want over MSRP, but you just got to go to another dealer, pick up the phone, look around. Don't deal with a dealer that still wants to sell over MSRP, because you got Dodge at 186 days of inventory.
That's a lot.
That means their dealers are peed off, majorly peed off, because they're telling the manufacturer, give us rebates, either give us better interest rate or give us thousands in rebates or give us both, because we need help selling the vehicles. We can't maintain paying 8% on millions and millions of dollars of inventory. So if your favorite brand hasn't dropped the prices yet, just wait, it's happening. I can tell you at Ford has already made a huge effort. There's huge price decreases in the form of either much lower interest rates than your current standard interest rates, and or cash rebates. You know, there's even a huge rebate on an Edge. There's rebates, bigger rebates now on certain vehicles than I'm used to see, that I haven't seen in like the last 10 years. And the, 2023 or 2024 Edge is a perfect example of that. Now you've got incredible interest on an Escape going from $799 down to $2.99. That's Ford going, hey dealers, we're going to help you out. And when brands help their dealers out, we all win as buyers. But don't forget, treat your trade like you're selling it. So do make sure you get a reasonable price for your trade. Now you've got Chrysler at 135 days of inventory. How many days of inventory is that for the Ram?
129.
And Jeep's at how many days?
123.
And you've got
Not
Lincoln.
that
Lincoln.
120.
And let's talk about Infinity.
Oh, it's almost the same. 180.
118,
18,
great.
sorry.
Buick at 107, Genesis at 105, Audi 98 days of inventory, Mazda 98 days of inventory. So these are all areas where you should get great pricing, either in the form of low interest or in thousands in rebates. And on that positive news, I'll say prost to everyone. Cheers. Hope you're having a nice, enjoying the show, having a nice little beverage. Please don't forget to hit the thumbs up button, subscribe, share the video with people that need to know this type of information, or who just, are in another world and think that, prices are still way over MSRP on everything. But in the comment section, let us know if you've shopped recently, either online or in person. Let us know which one, online or in person, and what did prices look like. I know some Broncos are still selling over MSRP in certain areas, but just wait them out. My area, you can get a Bronco at MSRP. So where you're not going to get, or less likely to get, a good price, 33 days of inventory at Toyota, as a customer, you're probably going to get screwed. Honda, 38 days of inventory, also probably going to get screwed. Kia, 43 days, probably not going to get a very good deal. Subaru, 47 days of inventory. I do not expect a great deal over there. So this end of the chart, not so great deal. This end of the chart, the manufacturer, the brand, and the dealer have no choice but to help do whatever it takes to get you into a new vehicle. Not lose money, but definitely not make a pile of it that they can then sleep on at night. So there's your news to save you thousands of dollars. And let me tell you, record high cancellations, YouTube video saying there's record high cancellations. Yes, but that's simple. Don't be fooled. The reason there's record high cancellations is because there's record high orders. Before, there is almost no orders, and the people that ordered them were like that rare person who really, really wants particular equipment and color, and they're so excited to get the vehicle. They're passionate about getting and emotional about getting the vehicle exactly how they want it, that of course they took possession. In the past, I'd make like 3-4 orders out of 150 to 200 sales per year, and of course they always took them all. And now, yeah, record high cancellations. Yes, losing about 28 to 34% of people who've ordered don't end up taking possession for a multitude of reasons. They don't pass financing. They put thousands of repairs into their old beater that they have then decided to keep, or they just bought something else in the meantime because something else caught their eye.
Yeah, they have time. They wait. So.
Another brand drove by and the husband or the wife went, ooh, that looks good. And they said, hey,
it's
honey,
available now.
let's go check it out. Let's go check out that Santa Cruz. We just love how when people drive in our blind spot, they cut the radio out and cut the radio out and start beeping. And that makes me start beeping.
That's annoying you a lot.
Ooh, Hyundai, Kia, I'm telling you. You want to pay someone for their opinion? I'll give you my opinion, and I'll get your driver semi-autonomous driving safety tech under control, because right now it is very much very, very annoying, very much so.
so the rant is done.
So the rant's done. Easy like that.
Speaking about companies, the WB asked if you have heard that GM is not scheduling any new order on all brands until end of January. You're here.
So this is coming from the WB.
Yeah.
And GM's not scheduling any new orders until the end of January. Well, I can tell you that a lot of brands are 2 or 3 months out. So being that we're mid-November, they wouldn't be scheduling. If they're giving out dates, it's not going to be until the end of January. Now, GM, maybe they're just not giving out any dates whatsoever. And Ford right now is giving out dates. Oh, there we go. That's a dog.
That's a dog. They shake the camera.
Also a reason to subscribe. You help feed and dress those poodles. So GM, if they're not scheduling anyone till the end of January, it might only be for certain models like the Corvette. And it might also be related to the fact that, they want to see what's going down with the UAW strike. But now that the UAW strike, as soon as it's very much 100% officially resolved, the agreement is 100% signed, and that there's a majority vote yes, then they probably will get back to scheduling. But of course, not scheduling for December, because that's probably quite possibly for most models should be already filled. So yes, if you get scheduled next week, it's going to be for, at most manufacturers, end of January.
Good.
So please, before we move on to the next episode, hit that thumbs up button, subscribe. It helps feed and dress those poodles and feed and dress the coming baby, because we're due in, 3 weeks?
Yeah, if we don't have it before.